Hi guys, so this video is about I just want to do my update of Brock Expat John update in America. Is it a happy ending or will John dump Diana? Because I've seen a comment from previous people were saying that once John get back to America, he will just forget about Diana and maybe the family, the kid also, the kids also that mean the twins. But I don't think John is that kind of person. We can see that he was very happy to be a father. I think this is the first time for him because he doesn't understand. Kids has to go through, especially baby. They have to go through at least until like a 3 or 4 years old, until their immune system gets stronger, before they can kind of withstand the environment. He keeps saying they are American. They are American baby. They're not Filipino. That's kind of funny, But I understand what is he saying. Anyway, so I watched the poll update, and I want to say this though to Paul, if he by any chance seen this video, don't stop keep updating John because I just love it. I love to I mean, I'm still not tired of John update because I wanna I'm concerned. I just wanna see how he's doing. I'm only concerned with John. I'm not don't. To be honest with you, I have to be very honest with you. I don't really care about Diana. That's my first impression right away when I did my very first video. If you can watch my very first video on this, when I heard everything, what's said, and I believe his story. I just don't believe her story. But then when she tried to, when she was commenting on my video, I want to give her a benefit of a doubt. I try so hard to, let her come forward. She keep, playing games with me. Like she want to come and she doesn't want to come. I said, you know what? Go, why don't you go at least go to Paul, tell your story. I just want her to tell the story. It doesn't matter where. And then finally, she did. She went to Paul, and then also I watched that video. I watched it twice, maybe two or three times. I have to, because when I watched that, I also looking for the expression to see if that person is telling the truth or not. So on that particular Diana video, Paul gave her so many chances to like like maybe say something nice to thank the viewer, or but she did not. She keeps saying, "Oh, I'm sad, sad, sad." She did not even doesn't even thank Paul for all the help. Maybe she did behind the scene. I'm gonna say that I don't know, but not on camera. She did not do that, and she is also did not thank the viewer. She just maybe I slip or something, but I don't think I didn't see the proper thank you for all the help. And then I remember when I rewatch it, and Paul was asking her because he was saying that she was concerned, be left with the and then the barangay, and then she also like trashing the barangay now. Now she was trashing the barangay. She was saying, and Paul said, "So don't you have, because she have a big family." Paul asked, "Don't you have a family, a sister, maybe closer to you that can help you?" And she said, "No." She go like this, and I just want to point that out, because I did screenshot. There is Diana with her sister. They're so, and I mean, it just seems to be very sweet to each other, right? In case you don't recognize which one is Diana. Diana is the one in pink. With sometime with this a selfie, they can enhance the photo. Of course, if you put it side by side with the enhanced photo of software, you cannot recognize that the original Diana from the Photoshop Diana. Anyway, I think she was very close to that sister right there. I don't know her name. And here's another photo of her sister, and then with Diana, uh, other do- um, other kids, the 4-year-old daughter. She's very cute, as you say. She's a cutie, right? I mean, talking about the 4-year-old, and then with the sister seems nice. So seems like she was taking care of the 4-year-old, and here is Diana. I think with this maybe I'm not sure if this is his sister. Maybe is that the same sister or different sister? They were doing TikTok. In case for people, if you don't recognize which one is Diana, Diana is the one in front with a yellow and a black shirt. All right, so she loved to do a TikTok. I mean, and then of course there's another photo of Diana here, dressed a little bit provocative. So, all right, folks. So I think I don't know. I'm not going to say she was lying, but she was obviously not telling the truth right there. Anyway, so let's go to the latest update. And now Paul and Jim successfully send the broke expat John back to America. Send it back to this. What do you call that? Send back to sender, something like that. So I want to give a big shout out to Paul and Jim. And I mean, for me, I think all the Jim are terrific guy. Kudos to Jim. As they say, not all the heroes wear a cap. So here's the proof. These two gentlemen here came to the rescue. I think it all started with Paul, and then and then Paul have admitted, at one point, he felt like overwhelmed with trying to help John. Even they have other, they have like surrounded by like a team, try to help put everything. Try to help John, get back on the ground, and then the last 30 days, according to Paul, it was all Jim. Jim kind of took over, give Paul a break in terms of getting all the ticket, all the paperwork, and also I think the snack, the famous snack for 2 days, all the peanut butter and jelly. Anyway, so I mean, I can understand that other people have concern about even I was just reading the latest update of Paul, the comment there. They have more positive. I would say maybe 60% or maybe 70% positive, and 30% negative, toward John. And then other people were saying, oh, Paul was just doing this because for view reason. Okay, I hear you. I get your point. But for me, I say because he's a blogger. He's only thinking that this is a win-win situation. If you're a blogger, you want to blog something that interesting. So, and he also thought about this might also help other people, help other expat to be more prepared before you come to the Philippines, or before you go to the Philippines. Be prepared, not to be like John, with only 30,000 savings, and just take chances and go to the Philippines, try to live up the 30,000 until his full retirement from U.S. Social Security. So for me, I think Paul did was just a win-win situation. Does he make money off John? Yeah, okay, but he does also help John out of his pocket. His first meeting, that's what he did. He gave John, when he found out that John was homeless, sleeping at the beach. He gave him $100, for food or for whatever. So, and then what about Jim? Okay, Jim is not a blogger as far as I know, but he did help John. He almost like like Paul. He did a lot of things with John, and he's not a blogger. So what I'm trying to say, this is a very good. These two gentlemen is for me they are a hero, and not only that, also the team that has been working with John, and also the three guys in U.S. that also kind of took over once John arrived there. They kind of helped him with all the paperwork, getting the bank driver's license and find a job. And now John is working, as we have known that he's working now in, I think it's a restaurant. It's in the kitchen, and then at the same time he's also tried to find a better pay job. By the way, I was very happy finally to know what is John background in terms of work. And I just we find out that John is in he has a major in finance. So he has he worked for like a healthcare, I think, facility, or for like a 15 years, and then he averaged 77,000 annually. So that is pretty good. He's going to expect about 1600 between 1600 to 1800 a month in social security once he reaches 62 years old. That is pretty awesome, for John's situation. Uh, but again, I just have to be cautious to for other foreigners. You may think 1600, 1800. Then just break it down to 2000. You may think 2000 is a lot of money. Of course, if you go to the Philippines, that would be a lot of money. But if you're going to be living like a foreigner, even in the Philippines, that may not cut it. But if it's me, I will be very scared to go live now. If right now, if I'm gonna go to the Philippines, living on a 2,000 income, I will be without savings. I will be very scared. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm from the Philippines. All right, so just be careful. Anyway, because for me, at retirement, you wanna enjoy your retirement. It's not like, oh, I'm retired now. Oh, I have to budget. I have to make sure I don't spend more than 200 in food or whatever. I don't know. I just like that's that's kind of different. I have to be honest with you guys. I've shared this with my viewer. I don't have a budget. I just don't like to live on a budget. But I have to say that I am already kind of programmed myself. I don't live off my mean. I always like simple guys. I told you, even until now, I go to the grocery. I still maybe shop like $20. It's not like 20 is my budget, but it just because I go there, I just pick the one on sale. Whatever I see there on sale, I don't go there to see. Oh, I want to have pork chop tonight, or I want to have lamb chop or something like that. What if lamb chop is expensive? It's very expensive. We all know lamb chop is very expensive. I hardly eat lamb chop. When I want a lamb chop, I go to Costco. It's a rack of lamb chop is about right now is about $25. So for me, that would be considered expensive. I'm just like programmed already, but I don't have a budget. I don't live. I don't even know how much. If you ask me how much I spend in a month, I cannot tell you because I don't know. But I don't. I don't buy things, crazy things. I don't buy anything like electronic stuff that just came out. I don't buy that. I don't buy something. Everything I buy is on sale. So that I'm just telling you. So anyway, going back to John. Uh, Now he was saying that according to Paul, that the I think the first paycheck is probably going to go to because I think John is only working like 30 hours. So by the time he got his paycheck, uh, it's going to go towards the rent. The rent is about 350, I think, a week. Paul did not say, but sounds like a week. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a month because now the rent is so crazy. Especially they are in Chicago. Chicago, those big city, are ridiculous. Here in Florida, a two bedroom apartment, I think, it's about probably 2,000 a month, and this is Florida. So that got to be a week. This is like a boarding house. Couple of guys living together. So and then of course he have to pay his utility, and then he has to eat too. So by the time paying rent, utility, and his own food, and probably nothing much to send to Diana. But John was very almost like insistent. He wants to send to Diana and the kids. Can't blame him. But Paul keep reminding, you have to get yourself settled first. You need to, settle down, make sure you get yourself stronger, get your mind programmed, again. And then once you're stable, and then you can start sending money to Diana and the kids. And kind of like Paul give us like an assurance, saying nobody's gonna let the kids go hungry anyway. That means they're still gonna at least kind of watch them. Try to help the family as they can. So that's only tells you about Paul. I mean, for people saying that he's trying to benefit from John because of the view. Yeah, John was a big hit. That's almost like all the blogger dream to get a hit like that. But he's also giving back that that portion back to helping John's family. So that's just my take on that. All right, so don't give me a hard time. And then also the guy, the three guys up there told John already straightforward that this is it. We help you. Of course, the guy helped him with a package of welcoming, for those toiletries, personal hygiene, and also give him money to get by for I don't know, maybe weeks. And he also got the help from one of the charity, pay for his 1 month rent. So I don't. I think I should rebrand John now. I should not say broke expat John. I should say the luckiest John. I think he's the luckiest man alive right now. Don't you think? With all the help he's getting. I mean so now of course, but the reason we all felt for John, broke expat John. Because we know that he went through hard time. He has a medical issue. He has 2 seizures and 1 stroke. And so that kind of affected his capability of thinking straight, or sometimes or do things more rational, right? A lot of people are questioning, maybe questioning, how come a guy who's in finance, major in finance, will end up like this, all broke like this, Of course, that's his own, some of is his own doing also. If you're gonna ask me, if I have to be very frank, that is also of his own doing. He has went to I don't know how many Filipina. I don't know how many Filipina that he already went through. That only just want to take advantage of him. His his generosity. And why was that? I think because first of all, his taste of Filipina is on the younger side. He like the younger Filipina. He like in seems like from 18 to 20, 21, 22. And John is I think he's almost 60, right? He's almost 60. So he like the younger Filipina. When you are when you want younger Filipina, they have more responsibility in life, or they just started to enjoy life. So you cannot just tie them and say, hey, you're gonna be, like a dog, you just stay home, don't do anything, clean and cook. They not gonna be happy. If you want a more, maybe a better terms, look for somebody more mature, like a Filipina in, maybe late 30 or 40, closer to your age. And when you find some a Filipina like more mature, the responsibility is it's almost done. Your Filipina doesn't have to say, oh, I still have to help my sibling study because they're already all grown up. And they have more less responsibility. So it's your choice. So I really have a concern for John. When I first on the first video, my very concern is and I know that some say, oh, give it some time. I mean, come on. They just been for together for 2 years. They've been fighting. I don't know how many times. No, it's not gonna work. All right. I mean, I hope John see this video. He need to wake up, or he can contact me directly. I don't care if he's mad at me or what. I'm just gonna tell him straight. If John see this, feel free to get in touch with me. I'll talk to you. I'll give you advice, free, of course, about Philippines, and maybe what you should do or something, when you, because what happened is he's getting it for the right, here with this Filipina. I mean, it is so ridiculous that I mean, they first of all they entice him to move to the mother-in-law, or the mother house, and say, why don't you move back to the barangay, and then you don't have to pay save the rent. It sounds so good, but then he has to spend like 4 to 500,000 peso to build a house, and mind you, according to Diana, the house is not even finished. So that what's that tell you? That tells you they're gonna still they're still gonna milk you. They're still gonna be asking for your money, and don't say that. No, don't say that. No. I'm now wiser. No, this John not gonna learn his lesson, because he's still he's still he has this desire for something about this Diana. I don't know. Maybe it's sex. It could be. That's the only thing I can think of. But here's the thing. You already have a history. You already have a history. You have two seizure. You have one stroke. If you have another incident, I don't know if you're gonna be as lucky. And then if you think that you're gonna be counting on this Diana to take care of you, oh, I don't know. I think that's a wistful thinking. I really do. I mean, don't forget, they kick you out. They kick you out when you run out of money. They kick you out, and then and also we should also remember the brother-in-law. The brother-in-law, when they need a loan from you to buy their truck, they told you, they promised that you will, they're going to give you a profit sharing of 20,000 something a month peso. 20, let's just put it for 20,000 peso a month in profit sharing. And then once they got the money, you don't see any money, you don't see any 20,000 or even 20 peso, nada. And John was saying, "Oh, I'm too afraid even to because he is having a hard. The brother-in-law was having a hard time with the wife. John, wake up! It's all a drama. It's all they are playing a theater to you. This is you don't understand Philippine. You need to wake up. All right, this is a show. That's how they puts up. Oh, I want to pay you, but I'm scared of my wife. My wife is holding the money. I told you already. I already said that on my first video. But the good news is I told you that you go to Tulfo if you really want your money back. And I go to Rapi Tulfo. Once he take your case, he will make sure they pay up. He will make sure they pay up. Don't worry about that. As long as you have a proof that you gave them a loan of 300,000, he'll help you. Try to recover that, or they will tell them to sell the truck, and then you can get your money back. Even the house, even the 500,000 house. I've seen too many of Tulfo video. I know that you can get your money back, or like I said, your mother-in-law house. But according to John, I think he said he's not interested in he's not worried about that. But maybe he doesn't know his option. So what I'm trying to say is right now, and then he was telling Paul he cannot wait to go back to the Philippines because he missed Diana and the kids. I mean, I can understand that, but for me, it's almost like selfish, though. If you really care for your family, you would stay there. Stay. I mean, you're in the best country. It's not like look at the OFW. OFW have to go to a different culture country, go to Middle East, and we all know that is not easy. And they be far away from the family for like 2 years. The contract 2 years, 3 years, and then sometimes they don't want to come home, try to save the fare, and then they just extend it for another 2 years. Think about that. And then even Paul tell you in a very nice ways that just like you doing time. I mean, you're in the greatest country. You have everything here. You have a lot of resource. When you port on hard time, I mean, I don't know about the resource, to be honest with you, but I know you can get a lot of help, like food stamp, and all the other churches, church will other those that try to help the poor. You can get more help here than in the Philippines. The Philippines is almost non-existent. All right, if you're a foreigner, non-existent. They cannot even help their own people. How can they help a foreigner? You just think about that. So don't rush yourself. I mean, for me, if I'm just saying, this is just my opinion, John. Even you already reach your retirement, you were thinking that you're gonna get, let's just say, put it 1,700 a month. But if you don't have accumulate, I mean, I think to be on the safe side, you should at least have save 100 grand, dollar, not in peso. I'm talking about dollar. You should at least have 100 grand in emergency fund before you go back. So what I'm saying is that you should not rush back to the Philippines. And maybe this is a good time for you that the two of you have to kind of like a timeout and then start maybe seeing other people. I don't know. I just, for me, I think this is a very bad news, bad situation when you are just being together for. I'm not Dr. Phil, I'm not Dr. Phil, but if you're just uh, been together for 2 years and you have been fighting like almost like nonstop. I mean, he got kicked out even. Then, when the Paul kind of, when the community kind of, surrounded John with help. And then, of course, we know, I have to be fair, it's not, Diana came back because of, the twin got sick. And then they finally, back together. But then, it's not as smooth as, as John said, they still have some problem from time to time. So that tells you it's gonna be like that. So this, I don't think this, I mean, you guys already know, if you're married, you know that this is not working. And then, as you can see, this is I screenshot this when John was kicked out, when Paul was helping John at that time. This is the time that Diana was posting something on the TikTok, and she some of this you can see on my other video, kind of very provocative. And Jana did mention that even when they were living together, Diana still talking to other foreigners. All right, but of course, Diana said those are not true. That I think on that interview with Paul, she have said it. That's not true. So who's telling the truth? You know, I I don't know, but the pictures say 1,000 words, right? Pictures say 1,000 words. So yeah, that's I think that's it. I think John should be very careful. I think if with the twins, I hope he can take care of the twins. I don't know if he can get like social security for the twins, something like help with that. I know that he got the paperwork for the twin. When he went back to state, I know he did that. Paul did mention that. But I don't know if he will be able to get some kind of social security assistance for the twin. But in case you guys want to know, or John's want to know what is his requirement as a father of the twin, you are required to give 6,000 a month peso. This is in peso, not dollar. 6,000 a month for each child. So for the twins, you are obligated to give 12,000 peso a month. All right. Yeah, just my humble opinion on this drama. And again, I wanna say this though. I wanna compliment the whole team, and I want to compliment Paul and Jim. You guys are doing terrific. This is the American people I know. When I first came here to state, everybody was so welcoming, very welcoming. And then this is of course, I was very active in the church, and this is what we do. And then when you fall on hard time, people just like very understanding, very understanding. Everybody not judgmental. They wanna help you as a community. But of course, there are also people are taking advantage of the goodness of other people. This is it's just how the world revolve. You're gonna have people like that. Unfortunately. But these two guys, they did their things, to help the brother get on his feet. And I think John's still very fragile. His mind's still thinking thinking about the barangay. It's just kind of scary. That's a very scary thought. He was still thinking about the barangay. I just want to try to. I think when they were saying barangay, barangay, why would everybody expect John to help the whole barangay? Because why the barangay is full. It's all about the Diana relatives. This is what I assuming. This a big family. Not only the immediate family, but the cousin are all living in that barangay. That's why everybody expects John, to be Santa Claus until he's all totally drained out. So, and then there's this he at one time he wants to go back to when this that's why I kind of this kind of negative, but when Paul and Jim, like give him a timetable. You say, hey, this fund runs out. You're on your own. That's it. And almost at the last minute before you say, okay, I'm ready to go now. So he's like almost like he wants to spend the whole fund until the last minute before he agreed to go back to state. That's a very kind of scary part right there, But anyway. Maybe I should read the some of the comment. I want to read some of the comment. Like again, a lot of positive comment, and some of some a little bit critical. Not critic. The let me see here. And then one of this is kind of critical. I want to read the critical. So what? I can give a rat about him. He created his own situation, not my problem. So why are you making it everyone else's problem? He should have gone to the embassy for that. And Paul, I have to compliment Paul and also learn from Paul. He said, I don't make anyone do anything. Paul is very very calm. He's very calm, and then I like the way he responds back. And Adeline said, I bet it's like a $10 an hour for a hard kitchen job. And then Paul said, what is your point? Well, again, it's another good response back, for somebody being very critical. And then here what is this? So here this guy said, I think this assuming it's a guy said, let's crowdfund all John type get sterilized before entering Philippines. If successful, let's move on to sterilizing all the Philippine population, male and female. Let's get shot of them. Anyway, so and then this one is very, very critical. Said Paul always exploiting PPL from his very young Philippine. This too bad. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And then he said, one said, thank you, Paul. I heard he's living up. How much exactly did you all collect? One people want to know how much did the team collect. Paul said he's far from living it up, and we collected enough to get him back. That's true. Another good. I'm learning from you, Paul. Another great response back. And then you guys can read it. And then Daniel Hackney. I know Daniel Hackney. He's commenting on my channel too. He said, I'll give you a very logical explanation for some lack of compassion. John's trouble was a result of his own action. I would not have a compassion if a drunk driver kills someone and ended up in a serious legal, financial trouble. But I would have compassion on a cancer, heart attack, or stroke victim. If John's trouble were a result of bad luck, that would be one thing. But if it was a matter of poor planning, lack of saving, enough money and zero monthly income when he decided to move to the Philippines. Plus, it was his dick that got her pregnant. All right, that's what I'm saying also. Anyway, so guys, that's my my update on broke expat John, or should I say the luckiest John I we know, and let's just hope that Paul and Jim continue to update us on broke expat John. Let me know your thought on this video. Thank you all for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye bye now.